Hi, this is Glenda. Just thought I'd share a couple of little bits and pieces with you. If anyone was interested in the Stickles commentary I did, this is finally dried. The biggest thing I noticed with these crystal Stickles compared to the Hunter Studio, the crystal Stickles are slightly fuzzy. There's a bit of white through them, which I don't think adds anything to it. The rock candy is definitely not a glitter, it's a rock candy. What can you say? So I don't know how we duplicate that, but I'll have to give it more thought. But that's how they look dried. I'll quickly turn my light off just to catch the sparkle. Maybe. Anyway. The next thing, I bought this pattern a while ago from Velitas Fresh Folds, and finally got around to trying some of them. So these are my hat cards. Hers are all done with punches, and I didn't have all the punches and I couldn't quite be bothered, so I used my slice to cut the hats. And most of the stands are goblets. I did a couple the way she says, but I didn't have one of the punches again, so that was my attempt at those. Thought I had 4. Never mind, I must have only done 3. I also bought the Stampin' Up! Builder Punch, Builder Blossom Punch and Stamp Set. So I've had a couple of goes with that. That's my first attempt at those. I can't say I'm honestly fussed, but they're okay, and I was going to get more creative, but at that point I got sick of it, so I started videoing this instead. But my big purchase this week is a stamp maker. I was looking up a link for someone. I was telling them about a good price I saw on it, and it sort of fell in my shopping cart and now is in my craft room. So that's my big purchase. I've only made one stamp. I sort of half expected to lose the first sachet, learning curve and everything, but I wrecked 2 to start with. It comes with warnings everywhere. Your negative must be dark. And they really, really mean it. If you can see your finger through your negative, it's not black enough. And I had a lot of trouble. First of all, my printer said it doesn't do transparency, so I had to trick it. And then I found I really, really had to use the transparency film that they supply, not just any old transparency film. And that's a bit disappointing because it's yet another purchase in order to make the stamps. And it's getting hard to get. I was so cross. I put the stuff in my cart from Image Pack in America that make the product, and they were a good price compared to anything in Australia. And then on 3 stamp packs and a few overheads, they were going to charge me $46 postage, which was way more than the cost of the whole order. I was cross, to say the least, and didn't go ahead with the purchase. So now I don't know where I'm going to get the transparency from. If I can't find a way of printing it, their transparency is sort of milky. It's not like a normal transparency. So that's a problem yet to come. It only comes with 2 sheets, so that's not going to go very far. Once I got the transparency right, the actual stamp was quite easy to make. That was exactly as advertised, and there's heaps of videos on how to do this, so I wouldn't bother trying. I made my stamp. It's not quite... I deliberately did something detailed to see how well it would go. It's not quite as sharp as I would like. That still might be my learning curve, I don't know. On all the demos, they finish their stamp and immediately stamp with it. And I was really disappointed. It looked like I'd chopped some off and everything. When you first finish it, it's quite hard, and after a few hours it softened a bit and was much better after that. It's still not really the quality I'd like for this, but for many things, if you were doing trees or flowers or things like that, it would be perfectly fine. The sample that they always rave about, they make this crown and show it in their videos, and it comes up beautifully. But in saying that, although it's incredibly detailed, it's a bit forgiving as well. So I'm looking forward to making some more stamps and playing. They work out to about $4 to $5 a stamp, which if you're choosing exactly what you want is not a bad price, I think. So anyway, that was my new toy. That's my little bit I've been doing since I last did a video. I used up a lot of my crackle paint experiments on the back of all of these. Every single one of them has got a crackle paint in the back. Even this little one. So I'm using things up. So thanks for watching. Bye.